Hi guys, welcome to mrktutorials. Here we are in a journey to learn what is DOM and how DOM can be manipulated using JavaScript. But while we are moving forward, we will come across three magical words: property, method and attribute. For those who are following this DOM series playlist from starting onwards, you might have definitely observed these words used in videos. I think these three keywords are completely new for those who started TypeScript directly without much knowledge on JavaScript. Of course, why would we miss a chance to cover TypeScript, as it is my favorite as well. So please do subscribe to our channel for more and more awesome tutorials. So in this video, I will be explaining what is property, method and attribute, and also differences between them. I would also use some of the community explanations along with the standard ones to make you understand more clearly about them. Before starting this video, I would highly recommend to go through these prerequisites completely till end along with the examples. What is DOM and document interface? These two tutorials on this topic is already made in our channel. Please watch it before this video and then you are good to go. So what is DOM property? When we say a sentence like, suppose we have element with id x and add some style to it. Here id mentioned here is the property of that element. So by using this id, we can get that element in the DOM tree using getElementById method, and after getting it, we can set styles or values or another properties to it. So like similarly, if we take inner HTML, which we used in our previous video in this DOM series playlist, we can be able to get what is already present in between the opening and closing tags of that element, and also change or assign new one to it. So simply we can say that a property is something that can get or set value to an element. These properties are defined by the DOM when the browser passes the HTML and generates the DOM. Each of these elements in the DOM have their own set of properties which are also set by the browser. So we need to check once in browser compatibility section of that each property in MDM docs before using them for wide usage. Some of these properties can have their initial value set by HTML attributes. Whenever a DOM property changes, the change has influence on the rendered page or rendered DOM tree. So this page will be immediately re-rendered and apply changes. As we discussed, examples for these properties are inner HTML, ID, class, etc. So what is DOM method? Every DOM element has set of properties when loaded into browser which are set by the browser. But to use these properties effectively or even get element from the DOM tree, we need to have something to perform an action. So if we look at the document interface in our previous video, you will observe some functions in it. These functions are called methods. A method or a DOM method is an action you can do. A method or a DOM method is an action you can do on those elements using those properties. These are helpful in performing functions like add, delete, access elements in DOM, etc. The method we used in our previous video, that is getElementById, is example for this DOM method. What is an attribute? Attributes are defined by HTML. Attributes are additional information which we can put in the HTML to initialize certain DOM properties. We can create custom attributes using document methods and assign to certain element. When our property changes, DOM gets re-rendered, but when attribute changes, it won't be re-rendered. If we see here, the methods are nowhere near to properties and attributes. Only properties and attributes share little common things. But only difference between them is attributes are referring to additional information for an object, and properties are describing the characteristics of an object or characteristics of an element. I hope by now you might have understood the difference between property, method, and attribute. Please check these note points once. Attributes initialize DOM properties and then they are done. Property values can change, attribute values cannot. The HTML attribute and the DOM property are not the same thing, even when they have the same name. For a given DOM node object, properties are the properties of that object and attributes are the elements of attributes property. So, to understand these points more clearly, we will be creating new project. The codes are as usually pushed to GitHub repo and the link is mentioned below in the description.